I need to figure out like a better thing for me to be able to see when automod is happening, because I don't see it in Chatterino. Right. So there we go. That's the whole idea here. If you'd like to join me, I would be so elated to have you. We are going to go over into our other cam over here. I'm gonna drop our music down a little bit so I'm not fighting with it as much when I'm farther from the mic. GBJ is short for Gay Baby Jail, which is a term Simple Flip's chat came up with when he got trapped in a window in a K's Emunar hack. Okay. And he was BLJing when it happened. Okay. I get it now. Okay. Yeah, I guess my last piece of preface here. Typically what we'll do is we start with some form of breath. Then we're going to do probably 2, maybe 3 light stretches. And then I'll demonstrate the 3 kind of calisthenic exercises that we're doing for the day. We do 2 that are based on repetitions of movements, and then we do 1 that is a hold, where we hold for 30 seconds. So we do that, each of those, and then we go 3 times of that. So that's the little preface to our moving section of the stream. Without further ado, let's see how much the dogs messed up the mat. Why isn't this... Okay, so quite a bit. My jetpack buff got a Dora the Explorer reference for its name. Oh, that's pretty funny. All right, everybody. Here we are. Let's see. I need to do a moment of chord management. There we go. Oh my goodness. There's like this big glob on here. It scared the bejesus out of me. Any hair can stay down for today. And I do apologize that the audio is not the best in this scene, but we do our best. Let me know if you are having trouble hearing me, and I'll do my best to adjust something. I do keep chat with me here, and I'll do my best to address any questions that have to do with the movements. I probably won't be addressing too much other that's going on in chat, just to sort of keep our focus on the movement. Is there anything else to say here? I don't think so. So let's get going with our breath for the day. So we use this as an opportunity to just sort of anchor ourselves into our bodies, make sure that we're sort of paying more attention to what's going on in here than sort of what's going on up here or out here. It's very important as we do exercises, movements, particularly if movement is not a part of our sort of regular everyday life in sort of an exercising fashion, that we're paying a lot of attention to the signals that are coming back from us. I like to highlight every time here that we should really only be shooting for about 66% of, or 2/3 of what we think our capacity is when we're sort of exercising like this, unless we really, really know our bodies very well. That sort of aiming for 66%, that keeps us safe, keeps us from injuring our muscles, anything like that. We want to take these things very slow and easy. This is not a race to become sort of the most fit being or anything like that. We're just enjoying kind of the act of moving with our body and hopefully doing a little bit to increase mobility. So as we go through the rounds of our breath, I'll encourage you to sort of close your eyes. And as we're slowing that breathing down, just checking in with the different parts of your body, seeing how your head feels, your shoulders and arms, your torso, your butt, your legs. Just checking in, seeing if it feels normal, feels better than normal, feels worse than normal. All those are good pieces of information to sort of take with us as we go into stretching and exercises. So our standard breath that we do here, just to kick ourselves off, is a box breath. So that's going to be 3 counts that I'll do of breathing in. Then we're going to hold for three counts. Then we're going to exhale for 3 counts and hold out for 3 counts. With that, let's get going. So go ahead and close your eyes if you'd enjoy that. And breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Hold in 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3. Hold out 1, 2, 3. We'll do 2 more rounds. Breathe in 1, 2, 3. Hold in 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3. Hold out 1, 2, 3. Breathe in 1, 2, 3. Hold in 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3. Hold out 1, 2, 3. Okay. So from there, we'll want to sort of remember what the pace of that breath felt like. We'll try to take sort of that slower pace of breath on into our stretches and exercise. That being a way to just sort of keep the body calm, even as we sort of begin to work it out, right? So sort of asserting control with our minds over sort of what's going on and how we're experiencing that. So from here, we're going to do some light stretches, some light warm-ups to just sort of get our bodies moving a little bit. So we always start with our windmills here. Probably just 5 or 6 back and forths. We'll go very gentle, swinging the arms back and forth, allowing that to take our torso around, feeling our back muscles wake up, feeling our pelvic muscles wake up. Okay. Next up, we are going to do sort of a stretch for the back line of our legs. We're going to be using our legs quite a bit today, so we want to get them a little bit loose. So we're going to do a forward fold. How that's going to work is we're going to breathe in and have our arms come up. So you can go ahead and do this along with me. And then when we're breathing out, we're going to fold from our hips forward until they don't fold anymore, and then we'll begin bending our spine. So big deep breath into the top and breathe out, folding forward from the hips, and then allowing our vertebrae to start curling down. Wherever our hands are, that's totally fine. Knees don't need to be locked out. I will say just sort of a nice athletic bend there. And we'll do a deep breath in here. And as we exhale, see if your torso comes down a little bit further. We'll do one more breath in there. And exhale. Maybe we're getting a little closer to the ground, maybe not. And then let's go ahead and just sort of swing the body from side to side. we might feel this beginning to sort of open up different parts of the back line of our legs. All right, next breath in, we're going to undo that fold. So breathing in, uncurl vertebrae by vertebrae, and then unfold from the hips. Exhale, bring our arms back down. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of stretch for the front of our legs. So standing on one leg, we're gonna bring the other leg up. Go ahead and grab onto that foot. Maybe we're using our free hand to sort of stabilize ourselves on a wall or on a table, something of that sort. And we're just lightly pulling the foot up behind our butt. We should feel a lot of a sort of stretch in this front line, front muscle here on the leg. And allow that leg to come down. We'll switch to the other leg. Same process, same activity. Do make sure to find something to balance yourself with if that is an issue at all. Just a couple of breaths in here. All right. Okay. So I have 3 moves planned for us today. So we are going to be doing, let's start with squats. So a squat, we're gonna have our feet about hips width distance for this squat today. Arms can be sort of out in front of us. I'm often doing kind of like prayer hands. Or they can just sort of be out in front of us like this if we're trying to use them for balance or anything of that nature. And then we're just going to come down, bending our knees. Try to keep our torso sort of up, but we don't want to like be cranking into our lower back, right? Keeping a straight back, just seeing how much we can kind of keep our torso vertical, mostly from the hips there. So we'll come down and then back up. Down, and then back up. We're trying to kind of get almost into that chair position there. So we'll do 10 of those. Then we're going to do a set of step back lunges. So normally our step back lunge, which we did in our very first leg day exercise, is we're going to be balancing on one foot. We're going to bring our leg back, and very carefully and very slowly just sort of move down into this lunge position. And then we'll come back up. In all of our movements here, we try to be very slow, very deliberate in everything that we're doing, because that helps us really focus on the muscles that are activating and helps us focus on kind of maintaining form throughout. So that'll both help us keep from maybe straining any sort of other muscles that are around, but it'll also really help focus those muscles that are a part of this. So today's step back lunge, we're going to add a little bit of variety to it to help us with some of these stabilizing muscles around the leg. So we're going to do a round of 3 where we step back, we come up. We're then going to do diagonal and back up. And then we're going to do wide, sort of more about to a squat, and back up. So we'll do 5 rounds of that pattern. Okay. Our last calisthenic pose for today's exercise is going to be our hold. And for this, we're going to be down sort of on the ground. And sometimes our holds, we use this as an opportunity to activate kind of the full body. So we're going to be in our kind of cat or cow position here. And we're going to go up into bear pose. So we're going to just bring our knees off the ground. We're balancing on our toes here. And we're trying to stay in this kind of rigid, locked position in the back. So the only thing really changing here is our legs coming up. We're gonna feel this a lot in our calf, and we're gonna feel this a lot in our legs as they're straining to sort of hold that position. We're also gonna feel it a lot in our core and in our sort of lower back, as well as our shoulders. So these are kind of all the muscles that we wanna sort of bring ourselves into attunement with. And again, those holds we do for 30 seconds. As always, if you're feeling like you're at kind of your personal limit, by all means, I encourage you to sort of take a break. Maybe try to keep standing. Maybe we go into one of our other poses, like our forward fold or our child's pose, something to just sort of keep us engaged with the practice. And maybe after, 10 or 15 seconds, we feel like we can jump back into it. Particularly with the holds, that's definitely the case. Some of these are very long and definitely sort of stretching capacity, even for maybe somebody who's at an intermediate level. So by all means, do feel free to take breaks, rest through any of these things. Okay, with that, we will get started. So we'll come into our position for our squats, and we'll do 10 of these. So feet hips width distance, down 1, back up, 2, 3, and again, we want to be very slow, moving up and down, 4, controlled throughout the whole movement, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, just one more, and 10. All right, so from here, we're gonna move into those lunges. So on each side, we'll do 5 rounds of these step backs. So step straight back and up, step diagonally back out to the side, and back up, and step out to the side into a wide squat, and back up. Straight back, diagonal, to the side. That's 2. Step back, step diagonal, step to the side, and that's 3. Step back to the diagonal, to our side, and up, that's 4, one more. Step back, on the diagonal, to the side, and back up. All right, now we do our other leg, same protocol here. Just have to adjust the camera setting there. Okay, all right, so other side, straight back, diagonal, to the side, up, that's 1, to the back, on the diagonal, to the side, up, that's 2, straight back, to the diagonal, to the side, up, that's 3, straight back, diagonal, to the side, that's 4, one more, straight back, on the diagonal, to the side, back up, that's 5. All right, we'll go down into our cat position here and get ourselves ready for our hold. 30 seconds starting right now. Just bringing those knees off the ground. Strong, keeping your shoulders over your wrists. keeping our other muscles engaged. We're at 15 seconds, halfway there. Good time to check in with our breath, slow it down, see if we can find the extra strength we need for the last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All right, we're gonna take a 30-second break in between our 2 rounds here. This is also a great time to check in with our breath, see if it's become rapid or accelerated, and just go ahead and take a moment to slow that back down, get control over that. Very nice double dip, just breathing. All right. We'll get back into our position for squats, feet hips width distance. We've got 2 more rounds of this, just 2 more. So squat 1, 2, 3, slow up and down, 4, 5, making sure we're sort of focusing on each of the muscles that's engaged here, 6, checking on our form, 7, just 3 more, 8, 9, you got it, 10, and back up. All right, let's go get into position for our lunges. And we'll go. Step back, 1. Step to the diagonal. Step to the side. That's 1. Step back. Step to the diagonal. Step to the side. That's 2. Step back. Step to the diagonal. Step to the side, that's 3. We step back. Step to the diagonal. To the side. That's 4. Back. Diagonal. To the side. That's 5. All right, we'll be moving on to our other leg here in just a second. Double dip says, I find it hard to keep my back straight when trying to control my movement with the up and down. That makes a lot of sense, double dipped. There is this sort of natural balancing that we're doing when we're moving down, where we also want to lean forward. So in part, this is developing some more of our lower leg balancing muscles, and that just comes with time. And then another part of it is just sort of flexibilities. So don't beat yourself up over it. It's just something where we're trying over time to keep the torso a little bit more vertical as we go down. And also just trying to be conscious of it. Make sure that we're not like dipping way over, right? Because then that starts to break the form and not work the muscles quite as much. So no problem if we're not totally like vertical. Hey, Dean. And that's another thing, as you're noting, when you slow these movements down, you can really find a lot more control over them. So if I'm moving too quickly, go your own pace, just do 3 of them. It's way better to do things with good form and do less repetitions than it is to just be cranking things with sort of sloppy stuff. All right, we'll do our left leg lunges back now. So left leg back on the diagonal to the side, up, that's 1, back to the diagonal, to the side, up, that's 2, back on the diagonal, to the side, that's 3, just 2 more, back on the diagonal, To the side. That's 4, one more. Back. On the diagonal. To the side. Up, that's 5. Very good work. Come on down into our little cat pose. And we are going to go into our hold for 30 seconds. So, toes underneath us, arms underneath the shoulders, and we go up. Feeling that strength throughout the muscle, legs, holding that shape, feeling our core engage, feeling our lower backs engage, everything working together to hold us up. We're 15 seconds through. Big deep breaths can help us here. With our last 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Might be nice here to just sort of rest in a position where we're leaning back on our legs a little bit. We can feel some stretch come into that front line of our upper legs here. And focus on that breath, flowing back down. We've got this one last round of our 3 exercises as this little gift that we're giving our body for the day. All right. Today's exercise has definitely run a little bit longer than normal. We're sort of more in the 12 to 15 minute range, but we'll make it through. So bring our feet underneath our shoulders, underneath our hips, and we start our squats. Down 1, 2, slow and controlled. 3, focusing on that engagement that's also happening in the low core. That was 4. 5. 6, we're coming into the end here. 7. Last 3, 8. 9. Just one more, you got this. And 10. Very good. All right, let's get set up for our last set of lunges here. And foot back, that's 1. To the diagonal. Out to the side. That's 1 round. Step back. On the diagonal. To the side. That's 2. Step back. To the diagonal. To the side. Up, that's 3. Step back. On the diagonal. I can feel my balance muscles are to the side, really starting to get tired. That's 4. Last one on this leg. Step back. To the diagonal. To the side. And up. That's 5. Okay. Right into this next round. We step back. We step to the diagonal. To the side. That's 1. Step back. To the diagonal. To the side. Back up. That's 3. Step back. I may have lost count. To the diagonal. To the side. That's 4, I think. Step back. To the diagonal. To the side. That's 5. I'm gonna do one more because I feel like I skipped one. So back, diagonal, side. Very good. Okay, last 30 seconds of our exercise here. Get down into our cat pose. And here we go, 30 seconds. Deep breaths. Telling our body it's okay. I know this is stressful, but we have this under control. Feeling our core, our back, our butt, our legs all working together. We're 20 seconds through, last 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Let's go ahead and spend a moment just sort of sitting back on our heels. Maybe our butt touches our heels. Maybe we're still a little bit up. That's a-okay. We can bring our legs wider. We want to sit back a little bit more. Just give ourselves a nice little moment to stretch the front line of our legs here. All right, let's go into child's pose. So knees sort of hips width distance as well, maybe a little wider. We'll take our arms above our heads and reach out. And then go ahead and sit back. We should feel some stretch in our shoulders, maybe some more stretch in our legs as well. Just take a moment to sort of recalibrate here after all that effort. Our hold was using a very large selection of our muscles, so good to give them a chance to rest. And then I'll encourage you, if you were doing this exercise, to go ahead, come down into Shavasana, which is just laying on your mat, on your floor. Allow your legs to sort of come wide, allow your arms to come out, and spend 2 or 3 minutes here just breathing in, breathing out, focusing on slowing our breath down, slowing our minds down, and see if we can sort of listen to our muscles here in our back, in our sides. See if we can allow them to just sort of relax into the floor. One of the yoga instructors that I like describes it as kind of melting into the floor, just allowing all those muscles of the back, allowing them to unload whatever it is that they're having to carry throughout the day. Our backs do a ton of work, just keeping us upright, keeping us as these vertical apes, if you will. All right. Go ahead and stay in that position as long as you like, as long as it's enjoyable. And thank you so much for joining me in the movement. It's nice to have friends to be working out with. Oh look, we got Goose over here showing off. He's showing off his pose. Look at this 3-legged dog he's doing. He's a professional, actual professional. What do you think, Goose? What do you think, Bubba Goose? What do you think, Bubba Goose?
We've never gotten, I don't think, in an argument about work.
No.
Usually something happened at home where we're bothered by the other person.
Something happened at home.
Something happened. Driving to work in silence.
My little sweet peas there.
Whatever that might
Okay.
Gosh. It's tough.
Laying on the floor is my favorite part. Hey, I mean, it's kind of the reward for having done the movement exercise or having done our days.
We have indoor.
We get to allow the body to relax.
When we first got together in our first
It's an interesting challenge being alive. It's this
I
like
just walked over to the
we're balancing all these like really complicated systems in our body. It starts to become overwhelming actually if you really stop to think about all of the things that are going on in the body that are being managed. And so it's such a busy thing. Sometimes it feels like it'd be nice to just lay all the time, but we also need to do the other stuff, right? Double Dip says, just in time for my dinner as well. Thank you, Rex, BRB, grabbing my plate. Very good, Double Dipped. I hope you enjoy the nourishment coming your way. Anybody else who is joining us in the movement, thank you for joining. I'd love to hear how today's exercise was for you, either in the chat or we have a whole movement section of our Discord dedicated to sharing our goals, checking in on how we're doing. So go ahead and let me know there if you want how today's exercise went for you. We are gonna go on over into Gartic Phone next. So we have our community games coming up. I hope that we have some drawers here with us.